Hello, I'm back with another jewelry box today, but we're gonna do things a little bit different. I haven't been through this box yet, but I did open it and I gave a little teaser in a short video a couple days ago. So let's see what we're getting into today. We're gonna see how far we can get because there is a lot in here to go through. So some of these beads are, looks like this strand is kind of loose. I don't want to pull these things off here. Yeah, there's barely any knot there. All right, so this is interesting. These are peach pits, looks like. Yeah, they look treated in some way. They're very smooth. And this is wood. And then we've got some other, I don't know if those are seeds or what those are, or rocks. That is a really interesting strand of beads. So what I'll probably do, because it's incomplete, is I will harvest this for beads, and you can find those in my bead lots, which I do sell on my eBay store, Free Kittens. If you like any of the other jewelry you see today, you'll have to go check it out because I often sell some of these nicer pieces over there, as well as the beads. We've got this interesting one. There's another runaway bead there. This is really cool. These are, they feel like plastic, but they're painted. Those are really cool. The different colors and the variegated pattern in there, those are really cool. It is, the clasp has seen better days. So I might harvest this for beads too. I'll have to decide. Some of these pieces I'm not sure what I'll do with yet, but I will figure it out. Here's another chunky one. So these are like a pearlescent. See that shine on there? Iridescent look. And these acrylic. And then this is acrylic also, which you can tell because it does have that crazing in there. That's a fun one. There's a big tangle here, so we'll see if we can get it undone. All right, we've got a non-jewelry piece. I always appreciate the non-jewelry pieces. They can be some fun sometimes. This one's a tangled one. Okay, I think we're gonna be dealing with a lot of tangles today. So this is another, we saw one of these yesterday. This one's a little more fancy. It's a picture holder. There's one of those beads. Got away. Runaway beads. All right. I don't know if I should work through the tangles with you guys or pause the video to do it, but I'll probably show you a couple of them. Here's a little keychain. It says handmade in Barcelona. Little souvenir. We've got this one. This is pretty, with some pearls on here and that little amber colored stone. I don't know, clashes with my nail polish today, but that's okay. And then this says, this is a Monet. That clasp is really nice, actually. So this is a nicer one. It's in good shape too. Yeah, the clasp works fine. That's a really nice one. And you'll be able to find that one on my eBay. And if you guys could take a minute and go down and boop the nose of that subscribe button, maybe toss that like button a little treat, and we'll see if we can get the algorithm to not tangle my jewelry any more than it already is today. I don't even know if I can get some of these tangles out, but we are gonna try. And I may just have to pause the video from time to time, so I'm not wasting you guys' time. All right, this one is interesting. We've got some hoops here. So it's a layered one. And this looks, the lighting in here is a little tricky, but this is two-tone. There are the silver and the gold. I love that. That's really, really cool. No hallmark on it. We've got some shells here. What I usually do with the shells that are incomplete is I will sell those in usually 3-pound lots or so on my eBay also, where I just put all these little shells together if it's an incomplete necklace. Sometimes I'll put the complete ones in there, but the more unique ones I'll be selling by themselves. We've got, well, that's an interesting color for a hoop earring. I don't see the match yet, but we'll set it aside and see. We've got a magnetic faux leather bracelet. There is some wear on there that will probably go to scrap. We've got a faux turquoise bracelet, and this would be a nice one to pair with other bracelets. On my eBay store, I usually curate lots of 10 bracelets where I mix different styles and colors together to make a really nice little group. This is so pretty. So it's covered with this epoxy, but it's metal and it's raised a little bit so inside there. So that's really, really pretty. The color of that bronze stone is really nice too, but no maker's mark. Definitely a more modern piece, not antique or vintage or anything, I don't think. We've got some glass beads. Oh, these are beautiful. Unfortunately, there's no clasp on there, but that could be an easy fix. So I'll have to decide if I want to harvest that for beads. But those are some really, really nice ones. The colors are beautiful. I always appreciate a good glass bead. There's so much acrylic now and plastic. So this is like a New Orleans style, which you'll see a lot of New Orleans style stuff because I do get some of my boxes from a friend in New Orleans. But that's a Mardi Gras style. We've got a fun little Grinchmas bracelet. That will probably just go right to the craft lot. We've got some more beads. I believe these are glass. They look like check glass to me. But let's take a closer look. Yeah, these will have to be harvested for beads because there's no, this is just on a string like that and then there's no clasp. Echo's here. Echo's here to visit. Let's see if she'll jump up here today. Got some plastic pearls, just a strand. You'll find those in a pearl lot also on my eBay. I kind of try to salvage everything and repurpose everything. We've got more shells here. These are cute. There's no clasp, just a strand. We've got some more faux pearls here, tangled up with this gold piece. I don't think that's part of it. I think that's just tangled in there. All right. Yeah, that's just tangled up in there. All right. So this is looks like a layered, look, really pretty little clasp there. I just love clasps. I don't know why, they don't even show half the time, but I'm a clasp person, I guess. Maybe I'm just a little silly for that, but we've got a gold tone necklace. Chances are it's not real, not marked in any way, but a really nice little chain. Clean, fun little pattern on there. Got a stretch bracelet. The stretch feels pretty good. I don't usually like to sell these. I will probably harvest that as well for beads. This is, I guess this is two put together. I imagine this thing comes off here. Yeah, that would come off. But they just put that on there to keep those together. So they're a little bit different, a little bit the same. Stretch feels good. Those would be really nice paired with more wood bangles. We've got more shells, lots of shells. So these are cowrie shells. What are these? Do you guys know? I've never thought to look it up, but maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. There's Echo. She's getting a little closer. I've got the windows open, so she's in the sun right now, but thinking about coming over. Here's a really pretty one. I do see a stone missing there. This is a really unique color. I don't know that I would have that stone on hand, that shade, but these nicer ones. So I've seen this brand before, and I asked you guys in the comments to tell me, but nobody knows, I guess. What is that hallmark? I'm not sure. Some of this stuff I rely on you guys to tell me. And I really appreciate the people that do reach out and tell me, you know, things that I don't know or things that I may have got wrong in the video. I welcome that. I'm always loving to learn new stuff. That's a really pretty piece, and I would try to find that other gemstone there in my collection. I do save those gemstones from the bottom of these boxes for purposes like that. This is a really nice bronze tone seed bead, but this is a smaller seed bead. I like the smaller ones. And it's got the button toggle clasp, which is really pretty. This looks handmade. That looks handmade. I love the handmade look. This is really nice. It's got the cord like that. No clasp. Black seed bead. Very nice. So I've had mixed signals from my viewers about the cat, Echo, being in my videos. I could lock her out of my room, but she chooses to be here. But what do you guys think? Is she a distraction? Do you appreciate her presence? I'm not sure how this clasp works. But yeah, let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you think she should be here or not. This is a beautiful faux pearl. Look at this clasp. I figured it out. It looks like a butterfly the way it... That's so beautiful. I love that. That's a really nice pearl necklace. This is fun. A little bit tangled over here. Wow, these howlite beads wrapped around this cord. And then these agate, sliced agates, stones. Those are beautiful. There's no hallmark. It looks like the clasp has seen better days, but that's a really fun boho type piece. This is a cool one. It's got these little bells on here. That's a fun one. Yeah, that's interesting. I like the way that looks too with the black and the silver. I've never seen one like that. I've seen the bracelets that are all bells like that, but never a necklace that's half and half. This is beautiful. These are pretty glass with the wood in between. Spacer beads, those are nice. I'm just gonna grab these 3 bangles that are here, right up on top here. So there's 2 silver tone, 1 gunmetal tone. This one's a little bent, so I'm not sure if that will go to craft lot or not. It's not too bent. I might be able to fix it. And then we've got this blue one. So this is a stone of some sort. And then these are glass. These light blue ones might be acrylic. It's hard to tell. Oh, look at these seed beads. They're black on the inside and blue, clear blue on the outside. Look at those. Those are so unique. I love that. And then we've got another hallmark here. I'm not sure what that is. Does it say? Nope, it's just the same on the other side. So let me know if you know what that hallmark is. Google Lens does help sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't with identifying those. We've got this really pretty gold tone, but it is wearing on here, so I don't think that's real, and I don't see any signatures or hallmarks in there to denote otherwise. Next up, we'll do the swatch first. It just says diamond quartz, and that little stone in there inside that bezel is so small it wouldn't be worth even breaking open to check. It is just so tiny. And they put those inside that metal bezel to make it look like way bigger than it is. Japan movement, not real leather. That'll just go to one of my watch lots. We've got, this is a really pretty braided. Look at the colors on this. This is really fun. Yeah, that's really nice. No Hallmark or anything. If you check out the link in my description, there is a coupon code for my subscribers to use on my eBay store. And I believe that's 10% off. So this is really fun. These are not real stone, which is probably a good thing because this would just be so heavy. It's already heavy than being acrylic. No Hallmark on there. Seen better days. But that still might be worth something to somebody. The beads are a little bigger than ones I would like to harvest, so. All right, this is a gunmetal hematite look. I don't think those are real hematite. They just feel like glass to me. No Hallmark, no clasp even. So I'll probably harvest those for beads. These are faux pearl. No clasp, just a hook. Nothing special there. We've got this cuff bracelet. It had a sticker on it at one time. I'm not sure what it would have said, but this is faux leather. This is not real animal skin, but really cool. And I could pair that with some gunmetal or silver bracelet. Paparazzi. You see a lot of these pieces in these big boxes like this. It's not very good quality. Some of the pieces are really cute, but most of them just kind of look meh to me. But I have found some good ones that look nice. Okay, this looks like a bezel for something. I don't think this is old. It's definitely tangled up in here. I think it's meant to look old, but I don't think this is old. I can do this. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's just a bezel for something. So maybe we can find in this box what that goes to. I'll set that up there. More pearls, faux pearls. The clasp has seen better days for sure. Those will probably just go in a pearl lot. This is a heavy one. This is a nicer bangle. Really good shape. This is meant to look like glass. It is not, but really nice beads. And of course I like this clasp. But what is this Hallmark? So it looks like there's a word there, but I'm not sure what it is. And then we've got these seed beads. Nice. These are glass, these faceted glass. I love the way the faceted glass looks. Yeah, these are all glass, I believe. The clasp is broken. Well, it's just bent. That's an easy fix with just need a little jumper on there. This one says Napier. Look at these mauve tone. This is one of my favorite colors. Maybe a little bit more pink, but I love that color. That's a really nice necklace. And it's on this chain, so it's gonna be strong. All right, what is this one? It says Squad on it. Look at that little pendant, that's fun. What is it though? I'm not sure what it is hanging sideways like that. There's a Hallmark that says China. I don't know if you consider that a Hallmark, but there is that on the other side. I'm not sure which that means. And then just a silver tone bracelet, not real. I won't even be testing that, but it's cute no matter what. And then we've got this one with these Aurora Borealis faceted glass beads. This has seen some wear. I would probably just cut that right off and maybe put something else on there. But yeah, look at the wear on that. Yeah, this is a really, well, actually, this will have to be harvested because this, I think this stretch has just had it. I think it's done. Yeah, see how I just stretched it out and it stayed that way. So that's okay though. There's this Betty Boop watch, which you may have seen on my short teaser. Simulated leather, so not real leather, which you can tell it's just totally peeling. Yeah, and the watch itself has seen better days. I have found a couple of Betty Boop items from the seller I get things from, and some of them are better shape than others. This is not the best shape, but I might put that in a lot with the other Betty Boop stuff that she sends. This is a fun color that matches that earring we have here. Same color. Yeah, that's a fun color. These are not glass or anything. Those are plastic. We've got another turquoise tone. These feel like stone. Not real turquoise or anything, I don't think. We've got a little, that's really sweet. Look at that little pheasant on there. That's an older keychain. We're just gonna do a couple more because this box is so full and I don't think we'll get through to it. Speaking of pheasants, this has some pheasant feathers in there. Look at that. That's really fun. That's an acrylic one. Echo. So Echo doesn't meow. She only like does this purring sound. Echo. You probably couldn't hear that, but she responds when I talk to her. Even look at her. If I just give her a look, she'll respond with a little purring sound. It's so cute. Anyway, this is a brass bangle, and I think a little polish, I could clean that up really well. That is a really nice one. There's no dents or anything in that. Yeah, a little bit of polish goes a long way with those ones. Okay, here we've got a tribal style piece, a little African inspired. All right, this is a layered one. No hallmark. That is a really beautiful one. I love these. So this is a wooden one, and then these feel like plastic, I think. Yeah, most of these are plastic and wood. Yeah, these are wood. This is so cute. I lied. There is a hallmark. I think that's Premier Designs actually. That's a really pretty one. And it's lightweight too because it's not real stone or anything, which I can appreciate. We've got a wood bracelet to go with it. That would just match perfectly with that. If you're going for that style. More paparazzi. So that's a necklace on a silver chain. That's cute. Looks nice. We've got another faux pearl. Yeah, these will probably be harvested for beads because this little metal thing has really lived its life fully, I think. It's done. We've got a little pin here. Well, isn't that cute? Enamel on this gold tone. Probably made in China, but still beautiful. Look at these little baseball earrings. It's cents, it says. $10 at one time. Those are really sweet. They're metal with the enamel paint on the front. Those are cute. I know somebody that would love those. I'm just gonna do a couple more, and we're gonna have to just do the rest of this box another time because this is so full of stuff. I think we're about halfway through. Do a little bit of a longer video today. Oh my goodness, these tangles really make things go a little slower, don't they? I hope you guys don't mind. All right, so what's your favorite piece in this box so far? Leave a comment with a timestamp. I'd love to know what you guys are liking. This is a really pretty piece. Look at that. And that's inside this epoxy or resin. That is so beautiful. So it says KC on the back. I'm not sure what that is, but this is gorgeous. Look at that pendant. That is so unique. And that's really nice. There's hardly any wear on there at all. The clasp has a little bit of wear, but it almost looks intentional with the color it matches. So that's nice. We've got another totally stretched out harvestable. We've got more faux pearls. Look at the ombre look on that. That's nice. Lots of faux pearls today. Here's another Louisiana inspired piece here with the fleur-de-lis. That's a really pretty one. These are plastic. They're not real, but they look nice. There is a yellow one missing, so I might replace that. I might not. I haven't decided. That might go just right to craft. It's not really in good shape as far as a necklace anyway. All right, I saw this piece here in the box, and we're not finished with the box, but I thought I'd make this the last one. This is just a perfume bottle. I'm not familiar with this brand. It only says perfume down here, and then it has the size or the amount, so I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you know what that is. Now Echo shows up. Now that we're ending the show here. Echo, she's so cute. Anyway, this is it for today. If you like this video, please hit like on that, and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.